Thanks so much, Christian. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you, Midge. It's been amazing. And Sina, I think you got that backwards. I think it was you that was fouling me, so I don't know about that. I want to also give a big shout out to all the volunteers and our staff at South Bronx United. They helped make this day possible after some of them are tutoring and running academic programs, and came down to make sure the event runs smoothly for all of you. So thank you once again. Tonight is about celebrating the South Bronx. And I think Sina, when we chatted, was like, I really want to make sure we celebrate the South Bronx. This is his home, and we were so excited to honor him today. And I want to just tell you quickly a little bit about my story. In the South Bronx, the culture pulls you in. Whether it's the sounds of hip hop getting merged with Latin music and rap and Afro and Caribbean beats, or it's the sights of the murals and vibrant graffiti art, or the tastes in the bodegas and the restaurants and street food and home cooking, or it's the connections with the people, with the youth, the families, and the diversity of their backgrounds. It's the connections that really brought me to South Bronx and kept me here in the South Bronx all these years. But it's also been the gap that needs to be filled that I think South Bronx United is filling, addressing all the challenges that there are. And the challenges now aren't that much different than they were 17 years ago when I first came to teach in the South Bronx. I came into a school in the Morrisania neighborhood. It was a pretty rough school, and if you walked into a classroom, it might feel like a movie scene sometimes, with the kids in the back throwing papers across the room, and some kids chattering, either oblivious to the teacher in the front or deliberately ignoring him. But the saddest part is there's students that are really far behind and falling farther and farther behind every year. And that school's not around anymore. And some great schools have popped up in its place, but there's a lot more there still just like it. And the streets, of course, can be rough too and leave scars that students don't quickly forget. And I was reading through two of our college essays from our students that graduated last year, and both of them referenced the murder of Junior Guzman Feliz, which was now 5 years ago. It's a horrible story, but it left a scar in their mind that they could not forget. Another of our seniors wrote a college essay about her loving uncle who passed away from a drug overdose. And it's these that are among the many contributors to the challenge in the Bronx, like the youth unemployment rate, which is in the South Bronx higher than any other part of the city. 24% of young people are out of school and out of work. It contributes to the poverty rate. Then the South Bronx is higher than anywhere else in the whole country, higher than any city, higher than some of the cities in the rural South, or all the way to Flint. And all this is happening right here in our city. And it really lays bare the vast disparities between Wall Street, Midtown Manhattan on the one side, and wealth in Westchester, Connecticut on the other side, with South Bronx in between. But there are a lot of investments happening in the community, and I think South Bronx United, I know South Bronx United is one of those. We're investing in the youth and the next generation, because we know that those youth are the ones that are going to change the future. They're going to change the community, change the world. This year at South Bronx United, as Sina mentioned, we've served more than 1,600 young people, the most we've served in 1 year. Our community and recreational programs are providing joy through soccer, providing health, fitness, teamwork. We've invested this year in our high school missions for 8th graders in our SBU Academy program, because even though we're spending so much time with them after school, in the evenings, on weekends, through a 5-week full-day summer program, we know that what school that they're in, where they spend the day, matters a lot to whether they're on the path to college and career success. And this year we've ensured that every single one of our class of 2023 seniors graduated high school and went to college. They're all now enrolled at college at schools from Syracuse, NYU, Smith College, Hobart and William Smith College, NYU, CUNY, any school that's the best fit for them. We've worked this year on more than 60 immigration cases to help young people and their families get on the path towards green cards and citizenship. And this July, we launched our workforce development program that I'm really excited about, serving young people ages 16 to 24, providing them weekly job skill workshops, providing them with on-the-job training and paid employment. Some of them are serving coffee and helped me with a merch table today, helping make sure that young people aren't falling into that out of school and out of work group. And as I just alluded to, half of them are going to be running our Clubhouse Cafe, which is opening really soon. Some of you say, I've said that too many times, but it's really opening really soon, in a couple of weeks, to serve the community, provide paid employment to young people, serve folks like yourself, so come up and visit, get a coffee with us. All that we do here is to build a better future for our youth and for the community. So I want to thank all of you for being here tonight. Especially thank you to those of you that already have a special place in your heart for South Bronx United. Thank you for being a champion. Thank you to those of you that came because you love Cena or you wanted to meet the NWSL Finals MVP. So thank you on their behalf. I hope you take that enthusiasm, which I've already seen tonight, and apply it. Think about applying it towards South Bronx United. So please give it some thought on what you can do, how you can support, or what introductions you can make to support us in our work, because there's still so much more work to do. Hopefully I've convinced you of the importance, and everyone else can convince you of the importance of our work. But we have one more guest tonight that I think will do it for us. So I want everyone to turn your eyes to the screens. And I want to introduce our 2023 alumni honoree from the SVU Academy class of 2021 and NYU class of 2025, Leslie Marone.
So much has changed for me and my family over the last year. Growing up, I don't think I would have imagined where we all are now, where we have been.
Fue una decisión muy difícil que tomamos para movernos del Bronx hacia acá. La verdad, pues el Bronx vivimos mucho tiempo, como más de 20 años, muy bueno todo, pero tomamos la decisión de mudarnos para acá, Fishkill. Y fue una decisión muy difícil que tomamos, pero lo hicimos y bueno, estamos aquí.
Fue como dijo ya mi esposo, un poco difícil, pero después de toda la vida, toda una vida viviendo allá, ya nacieron todas, crecieron, todo el mundo nos conocía. Y el cambio para acá, totalmente diferente. Allá todo el tiempo escuchas ruidos, sales, todo el mundo te saluda, sales por el café en la tienda, cualquier cosa te hace falta, vas corriendo a buscarlo. Y acá, todo silencio, todo es caro. Acá tuve que aprender a manejar, porque todo es en carro, entonces... Pero nos gusta, es muy callado. Ya tenemos un año acá y sí, nos gusta. Estamos contentos por el cambio, pero seguimos siendo del Bronx.
The Bronx will always be my home. The Bronx is a place where I feel connected to others. It isn't something that I thought about when I was growing up, but no matter where in the world I end up now, I realize that this place is a part of who I am. And I often find that it is the source of so much that I am able to share with others as I build new relationships in the places where I now aspire to succeed. South Bronx United is where I first began to see the path to where I am now. And it's where I found the opportunities to develop the confidence to pursue my dreams. When I joined the SVU Academy, I simply wanted to prove to myself that I could be a better soccer player. Through tutoring and learning how to mentor others, through working with the recreational soccer program, and even the opportunity to represent our community at an international festival in France, it was with my mentors and teammates at SVU that I learned what it means to live my values and how to work to make a positive impact in the world. That is why, as I continue my education at NYU, I am pursuing a career in social work. Through SBU, I have seen how impactful this work can be, and I want to be someone who helps create for others the kinds of opportunities that changed my life. My name is Leslie Marone. I was born and raised in the Bronx, and I am proud to represent South Bronx United.